Hello everybody, it's Marsha from Kansas Misfit, and boy is it hot today. What I'm doing today is from my yard work. Of course you can see my garden needs help. We had a lot of rain. I gotta get the weeds out. So I got my butcher knife out here to get all this out of here because there's no plant in this spot, so I can get that out. But I'm also got my shovel here, and I'm going to put like a wall around my tomato cages. And that wall will hold the water in when I'm watering my tomatoes. I'll lay the water hose down and let it go inside and fill this hole with a tomato in the middle. As it waters the plant, it holds the water in where it's easier for them to I got a butterfly on my leg. Easier because it'll hold the water in and they can get watered. This is a double thingy. Not only is it going to make a wall to water these tomato plants, it's securing the tomato plants in place for those windy days. It shouldn't blow it over. Not saying it won't, because it could, but I'm trying to make it secure so it's not going to go anywhere. Got this lick tub here to carry all the weeds. When I'm done with each row, I'll dump it into my stock tank. When I plant my asparagus, it'll be all filled up. And as throughout the months, I think 2 months or so, then we'll start getting some, tomatoes growing. And I got peppers here. There's a pepper plant right here. And this is a turnip that I planted last year in December as a cover crop. And I thought, well, it's growing really good. I'm just going to leave it. There's a turnip down there. It's almost ready to pick. In fact, I might pick that today. But when I pull my weeds, I just put them in that bucket. And then they'll turn to dirt later. And I'll have my extra stuff in here for my stock tank. Look at these weeds out. I don't see any tomato plant in here after I took the tomato cage down. I'm going to get all these weeds dug out. As you can see, my butcher knife will do that. It would break the roots up for me. Now I will either put a tomato seed here in the middle, or if I have a plant, I think I have 2 left that I can plant in here, then I will do that. These vine weeds I really don't like. When I run my tiller down here, the vine weeds just winds around the blades and messes it up. Get all this weed out of here. Hope that's not a spider egg, but I think it is. Get these weeds out as much as I can. Looks like I'm going to be fighting weeds this whole summer. Hi, looked at the garden, I almost said, forget it. Then I said, I got my YouTube family. I can't just forget my garden. I got my family I gotta feed, you know? I got other people I'm doing this for, not just me. And it's like, get out there and get it done. Get out there and get those weeds out. Get those plants in the ground, you know? Getting this ready for my plant when I come back later to put it in there. So I'll stand this back up like so, where the plant's in the center. Then I take my shovel and make my wall around the outside edge. And then I'll take my tiller later, go up and down the aisles, and anywhere I left holes from digging, I can level it out. When I get my water hose in here, I'll lay it in the middle of the tomato cage, down in here where it waters the tomato, and fill it up. If it leaks out here, I'll just take this and pack it up to make it stay in place. That's how easy it's going to be. If you do this with your garden, comment below. And if you don't, tell me how you water yours. I'd like to hear other people's ways as well, you know. This is what my husband taught me. So that's what I do to stay on his good side. He's who I have to live with, you know. But that's how we do it on this area where we live. And if it ain't deep enough or tall enough, I just add dirt to it when I water it, to keep the moisture on the inside where the tomato plant's at. Now this row's done. As you can see, I did the row all the way down. So that's my way of doing this, and I'll continue doing the rest of these tomatoes here until I'm done. And then I'll have all my tomatoes caught up. So I hope this helps somebody. Whew. It's hot. I'm going to go inside, get me a drink of water, take a little break, and get back to work. I still have at least 6 more hours I can work in the garden. I should be able to get a lot of this done. But this side of the garden is a mess. I have lots of Johnson grass I gotta get out of there. Looks like the chickens are trying to help. But lots of work. And I got the watermelons and cantaloupe and pumpkin planted out there in the field. And you can see the grass is already starting to grow out there as well. Like I said, this year is going to be a year of weed. I got to do a lot of weedings. Keep the weeds out. So hopefully we get something out of it. I'll see you guys next Tuesday for yard work. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Ta-ta.